Hello guys, welcome in today's crypto technical analysis, and today we're going to discuss the BTC and Ethereum price actions. I really hope that you enjoy and learn from this video. As usual, I will provide a key educational content with a clear level, and this will help to take your own trades. And before we start, I would like to ask you to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Now, without wasting time, let's start. Starting from the BTC under a higher time frame, weekly time frame. If we look into a weekly time frame, we can see that in the last 2 weeks, there is a heavy battle between the bulls and the bears. However, on the RSI, is acting exactly as I mentioned in the last few weeks. So we talked about we're going to come to this 70 level, and I said it, highly likely we're going to get a rejection. And from here, we might retest again, and then if on the lower time frames gives a bullish signal, which is on the 2 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour time frames, and then we might go all the way up to the 80, 85 levels, and then still we're going to print a lower highs, which will be a bear divergence. However, the price may go all the way up to $70,000. So RSI is just playing out perfectly as we are following in the last few weeks. Overall, we're still strong and bullish, but small pullback not surprised me at all. Moving on to the daily time frame. Let's see what daily time frame will tell us. Nothing has changed, and we are still inside this parabolic curve, and we have a strong support levels below us, and it did work perfectly as I mentioned in the last video. So as you can see, support level actually worked perfectly, and we got rejection right inside this support around $53,000. We did cover under a daily time frame bear divergence many times and no change. However, as you can see, RSI still keep printing a lower highs. If you want to work with the RSI, you can put a line on the 50 level, and as you can see, level to level played out. We came to the level 50 and we are seeing the rejection right from the level 50. If you remember, we've been following this rising wedge. However, as I said, if you want to follow the rising wedge or any sort of patterns, make sure it must confluence with the horizontal support resistance or the Fibonacci levels. So as we see that under lower time frame, for instance, we saw it was kind of broke and then closed below. However, now daily candle is actually going in. But if we look into my parabolic channel, as you see, we had number of rejections, same as the rising wedge. However, as I said, we've got confluence with our horizontal support level, as well as median line, it matched with our resistance. Upper line, it matched, if you remember, with the important level of the Fibonacci level. So that's what you need to look into it, and you saw it was kind of broke, fake out on the rising wedge, and we entered back into the rising wedge. However, if you see it, the price action literally inside this parallel channel. So in the end, you can see it, this parallel channel is much more reliable. As you see, the reason is always the same. When I do technical analysis, make sure it should confluence with other factors. 4 hour time frame. Again, under the 4 hour time frame, we have this symmetric triangle, and as I mentioned, that even if we break towards the south, we have a very strong support levels below us, and at the same time we had another pattern formed, as you may call it, double bottom. As a result, if you took it the short signal after the retest of this candle, you took it short and you're being already stopped out with this pump. So you can see it in the last video. I said it 52,400 is going to be the key level to watch, and it was too early for me to talk about 52,400. So we can see it, all the candles closed above 54,000. However, this candle came up to $53,000, and we saw the big rejection, retested, and we saw the pump in the market after the Elon Musk announced that the Tesla will accept a Bitcoin. If you want to learn all these technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8. One-on-one intense mentorship is available. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master. Moving on, and therefore I like to make my charts very simple and follow horizontal support and resistance levels alongside with the Fibonacci levels. I want to draw your attention to my Twitter account. On the 22nd of March nighttime, I did an update. Time is ticking for the BTC, and price action went all the way up from $55,800 to $58,000 as expected. This consolidation was mentioned in the video 16th of March, and we are running out of time. The price action cannot hang around. As I mentioned, that 1 hour, 2 hour time frame should recover. Otherwise, 54,000 will be on the table very soon. So as you see, the price action was stuck in the $58,000 area over 1 day, 15 hours. So you can see it. I mentioned that BTC has to do something. However, 1 hour, 2 hour time frames are not looking good. I said that as long as we're going to remain below $58,000, then the 54,000 will be on the table. And less than 24 hours, we saw this exact dump which I mentioned in the Twitter account. If you're not following me via Twitter, you can follow me at CryptoMagnate8, and instant updates will be always via Twitter. So even though one took it this symmetric triangle breakout, as you can see, the retest, and the price supposed to go down. However, as I mentioned, 54,000 and 52,400, these support levels are extremely strong, and therefore it was unlikely to break in one go. So to break this level, we have to see some sort of consolidation around here. The levels has to get squeezed out, and then there will be chance for us to break towards the south. So we don't need this trend line anymore. When we look into a 4 hour time frame, if you remember, on the 2 hour time frame, when I did a video on the 16th of March last week, I said we're going to be highly likely within this range the consolidation will take place. And also, after we couldn't break $58,000, which was clear that 1 hour, 2 hour time frames are underwater, as I said, once we're going to break it, then we can go up. However, it was unlikely, as I said. Current price action, 4 hour time frame, is under the consolidation territory. So at the moment, I would be expecting that under 4 hour time frame, we will be consolidating between support 1, which is 57,800 and 55,800, and support number 2, which is 54,000 and 52,400 area. We will see how this circle will play out. 2 hour time frame, as soon as we broke $58,000, we went towards the bear zone. We retested number of times, you can see it. First retest, second retest with a number of candles, and then we went to a bear zone. So 2 hour time frame is under the bear's control. 1 hour time frame. When we look into a 1 hour time frame, as soon as we broke 57,056.5, we went all the way underwater. At the moment, the current price action is consolidating under the bear zone, and we will see it is highly likely, and without recovering and breaking $58,000, I would be considered we will be underwater. So the bullish scenario, which is unlikely at the moment to talk, it's quite early for us to talk about it, because without recovering under 1 hour and 2 hour time frames, I would be still cautious. We will be in the consolidation zone under 4 hour time frame, which I showed this circle. However, if we're going to break 1 hour time frame, 2 hour time frame, 58,000, and with a clear breakout, we will be going towards the up, which was our target level, was around $68,000 and $70,000. Otherwise, at the moment that you can see it, we're just seeing another rejection. Highly likely we're going to be retesting 54,000 and 52,400 levels. Having said that, it is too early for us to talk about this daily level of the support, which is 49,700 and 45,300. It is too early to talk about without breaking 52,400 level. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum under 4 hour time frame is in consolidation zone, which I've been following this circle in the last 48 hours or so. We will be following this circle another 48 hours or so, I believe. As soon as we broke 1800 level, as you can see, number of candles got stacked. We entered into a consolidation zone under a 4 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame, the similar scenario. As soon as we couldn't manage to break 1800, we entered the bear zone. 1 hour time frame, as soon as we failed to break the last retest of 1800, we are under the bear's control. So I will be cautious about talking about the bullish scenario at the moment, because 1 hour, 2 hour time frames are underwater, as I said. However, 4 hour time frame is consolidating nicely. The levels are the same. As long as we're going to remain below 1830, then we will be underwater. If we're going to manage to break 1 hour time frame, 2 hour time frame, 1800, then we will go towards the 2200 and 2500 level. As I kept mentioning, this resistance, important resistance level, shouldn't be a problem. However, as you can see, we're just declining from 1750 level. If that happens, then we will be going and retesting this time 1620 level. Even we might go to the support level of 1540, 1580. However, it is too early for me to talk about it. I want to see how this level of 1620 will play out. We might get a rejection, decent support, and start bouncing from here. Stay tuned for the updates. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.